Right, hello. I tell you, my eyes get opened more every day with the stuff people send me. It's fucking unbelievable, some of it. I've emailed, read the speeding fine. I've tweeted to Kent Police Roads and HMCTS on several occasions. Apparently they're not there, so that they haven't replied. So they're both guilty of attempted theft, fraud, unlawful speeding fines, and everything else. Take it from me. Speeding fines are unlawful. There you go. I've just fucking proved it. Right, I've just printed off a load of stuff. I got some stuff from someone who's received a fine for the child not having what they call a regular attendance at school. This is Cambridgeshire County Council. Love them. Now, I'll tell you the attendance at the end. So, basically, it was said that these people were going on holiday to a teacher. Apparently, that clarifies as not having permission. Even at no point were these people told that they couldn't go. It was only when they got back it all kicked off. Cambridgeshire County Council, you're fucking lovely, you are. Right, if you want to educate yourself a bit on the legal, this is the Education Act 1996. This is where they're getting all their stuff from. Tony fucking Blair, of course. It's Cambridgeshire County Council Education Welfare Service. Ooh, I couldn't think of a more frightening department. I didn't bother speaking to the parent. They just whacked the notices in the post and said, right, you're being prosecuted. I never name people unless they want me to, but the council here have actually applied for a press reporting restriction. Because it could, to be fair, it could affect a child, so that's why I'm not. It's just Cambridgeshire County Council. I'm not giving away any more than that. And you know how I love my councils. They could plead guilty and not turn up to court, which I'm sure the council would love because they're probably best mates with the judge anyway. Guilty, they want to attend court. Wouldn't choose that option. And not guilty. And then this is where it gets interesting. Now, I don't know why this next bit is written here. But if it's guilty, either of the guilty pleas, it's a court hearing. And in fact, the first one, it even says a magistrate would make a decision without a formal court hearing. But still a court hearing, if you know what I mean. So at the end, not guilty, you'll be sent a summons giving you date and time to attend court for a case management hearing. Not a court hearing. Case management hearing. Now, I said I'm not quite sure why that's suddenly jumped in there, but that tells me something. I don't know if you're jumping to the same conclusions I am. That tells me that actually, if you plead not guilty, they really haven't got a fucking leg to stand on. But they'd still go ahead with it, obviously, because like I say, the judge would probably be a mate of theirs, probably go drinking with him or her. Some of this is fucking frightening, I'll tell you. I've been sent everything. For some reason, defendants have to write to a court in Essex. I'm not quite sure. There it is again. If you're pleaded not guilty, you will be sent a summons giving you a date and time to attend court for a case management hearing. It's not a court case. It's not the council have probably hired the court, like Huntingdon do for council tax. And it's probably their own people sitting in there. Because they'd like to impersonate court officials and pretend they're important. Statement of means, no, never ever fill in a statement of means, and especially never sign it because it gives them permission to take money off you. I love this bit. The information you give may be used by the magistrates' court or other authorised organisation acting under the court's instructions to enforce collection of any court-ordered penalty imposed. So bailiffs then. HMCTS, who I've just proved are thieves and fucking liars. Lovely! So I've only got one name out of all this, and that's Karen Beaton. Beaton, who I'm sure did hold a position, but I can't find it now. I think it's somewhere later. I don't want to give out the phone number actually because that gives away an area code. I'm employed by Cambridgeshire County Council as County Attendance Manager. County Attendance Manager. Wonder how much she earns for that, There's a lot of stuff here, guys, but it's just fucking bollocks. Under the Cambridgeshire County Council Code of Conduct for Penalty Notices, Anti-Social Behaviour Act 2003. So we've moved on to it's not the what was it, the 444. It's not the Education Act anymore. Section 444A. We've moved on to anti-social behaviour now. If you're not going to school. I had a lovely holiday by the sound of it. Did all sorts of stuff. Evidence that the parents were warned about a potential. Well, they weren't warned about a potential penalty notice from anything I've read. And they weren't told that they couldn't go on holiday. The schools grassed them up. Someone at the school grassed them up. Fuck. It just gets more and more fucking murky, this shit. I mean, who are these people fucking responsible to? No one. They just fucking do it. They're making up their own fucking penalty notice codes. They're changing the fucking law that they're working under. Does that sound fucking familiar? All that shit you get through for council tax. There's about 5 different sections of fucking law in it. They've got in their own thing. The teacher was told that they'd be on holiday. That's in their own prosecution evidence. Fucking wankers, isn't they? That was what always confused me when I said some hurty words to the bailiff on a YouTube video. The police evidence noted that I was drunk and slurring my words. Which in any normal aspect you'd think might be the end of it, but no, not with Cambridgeshire Police. They get the bailiff's best mate to interview you, so they can go for a pint with them later and tell them what happened. It's all about the professionalism with fucking Cambridge Police, isn't it? Right, I'm not gonna. I think that's a teacher. I'm not sure. It really is quite incredible. Crazy. I could give. I don't know if Karen Beaton has an email address. I'd give that out. I don't think she does. There was one for the court, which ironically had the word justice in it. Application and registration certificate to be forwarded to email penalty.notices@cambridgeshire.gov.uk. There you go. penalty.notices@cambridgeshire.gov.uk. I'll email them and ask them why they're fucking making up the law as they go along. There's also stuff in this act that, this person has done their research. that, you know, there's obviously got to be evidence that the child's been harmed in some way or missed out on their education, which is quite clearly stated is not the case here. The attendance, shall I tell you, right? It's because I've just gone past it, otherwise I'll forget. It's over 90%. That's sloppy fucking... I don't think I had a fucking 90% attendance rate at school. But in my day, they didn't have all this fucking Tony Blair crap. So they've appealed, and it's natural it's been turned down because the council's all about that. So this is Cambridgeshire County Council. Incredible. It's just letters here that... we're back to the Education Act again. We're not... it's Karen Beaton again. Education Welfare Legal Panel. There you go. And in accordance with the Code of Conduct drawn up by the local authority. Which, if they don't like, they don't pay the slightest bit of fucking attention to. Because there's 7 points to some sort of Code of Conduct that I think it's all MPs are supposed to abide by. And not one of them do. I've got it somewhere. So there we go. I just find that quite frightening. Because, again, non-payment of fine, this person might end up in prison. For taking the child on an educational holiday. Which was not denied permission. Although the school seems to have changed its story at this point. But then that's nothing new, is it? They all make up the law as they go along, don't they? Wow. Frightening times, guys. Very frightening fucking times.